If you take yourself seriously, other people will follow suit. Pun absolutely intended. Dressing poorly for an interview or for a career fair or another professional event that you have can actually ruin your chances of landing an internship. First impressions matter. You need to give yourself a fair shot and dress to impress. If you're looking for some interview outfit advice, then you're in the right place. Give this video a like below and keep on watching. Hey there, I'm Jenna Ryan from the internhustle.com, and this is Initiative Muscle Monday, helping you to start each week with an intentional step toward a successful future. Let's do this. A professional outfit is one of the best investments that you can make as you start applying to internships and hitting the interview circuit. My biggest tip is to get something classic. Stay away from all the trends of the moment and things that are happening right now, and just get something that you can wear for years to come. I still wear some of my interview outfits that I wore in college, and it's been years since I was in college, you guys. And look, I know funds can be tight in college, right? And even early into your career, that's the case sometimes. But the good news is there are options out there for every budget. You can look professional without spending a ton of money. To kick things off, I'm gonna go over some of my best practices to follow when picking out a professional interview outfit. And whether you're male or female, all of these best practices apply. And after we go over these best practices, I'm gonna break down some different options for you by budget on places where you can shop to find these professional outfits. Rule number one, no jeans. I don't care if this is a startup, and look, I've worked at tech startups that are very casual and everyone dresses very casual. But if you're interviewing with a company, you don't show up in jeans. You just don't. Make sure that you're dressed to impress. Rule number two, nothing should be too tight or too short or too low cut. Okay, ladies, this is especially for you. Keep it professional. Rule number three, nothing too baggy either. And fellas, oftentimes I'm talking to you on this one. You know, having a suit jacket that's just too baggy, or your shirt so baggy that it doesn't tuck into your pants right, just doesn't look great. You don't want to come off as lazy or sloppy, so make sure that you're keeping an eye on that and put on a belt or do whatever you gotta do to make it look right. Rule number four, no graphic tees or super loud patterns. Neutral colors always win, so think black, navy, white, beige. Obviously, I love a pop of color, but just keep it basic. Stay away from any crazy patterns. Rule number five, no sandals or open-toe shoes. I don't care if it's summer. I want you to put on a closed-toed dress shoe. So for the gentlemen, it's a nice dress shoe in brown or black. And for the ladies, we're talking some black pumps or even flats if you're not a pump person, but no platform heels or crazy high stilettos. Keep it classy. Rule number six is don't over-accessorize. Just keep it simple. It's okay to throw on some jewelry, but you don't want a crazy necklace that's gonna be a detractor, or really bold earrings, or a super bold lipstick even. And for gentlemen, you don't need swanky cufflinks or anything crazy like that either, because you want people to be focused on you and what you're saying during an interview and not focused on all your accessories. Just keep it simple. Now, before we dive into places that you can shop by budget, and I have some good ones for you, I want you to actually go back to your own closet and take a look at what you already have that you might be able to use. What is a staple that you already have in your closet that you don't have to spend more money on and you can use to supplement whatever other items you might need to get for this outfit? You likely have more to work with than you think you do. Items like a classic black blazer like this one, or a classic black pant, or a black dress in the case of females. And not your little black date night dress, ladies, but just a classic black dress. So go and shop your own closet first. Okay, as I promised, on to interview shopping suggestions by budget. Let's start with a budget of $0. So you're shopping for an interview outfit for your internship, but you really just don't have the funds. Again, it can be tough to round up extra money in college. I get it. So you don't have to worry about that. There are options for you if you have $0 in your budget to work with. Here's what I recommend. Most campus career centers, or even small business organizations within your local community, will offer some form of a career closet. Most of them call it something like a career closet. And these closets are open to any student who is in need of professional clothing. And they offer you free, gently used items for you to try on and take home with you. So to find out if your school has a career closet or something similar to that, just do a Google search, or better yet, stop by your campus career center and ask them what's available to students. And don't forget, you can also share outfits with friends. So if you have a budget of $0, you can outfit swap with people, borrow some things. I loved living so close to all my friends in college because it was like an extension of my closet. Just by borrowing looks from someone else, that could be another great option for you if you're working with a budget of $0. Next up is what I like to call the stretch your dollar budget. Maybe you have a little bit of money that you can spend on a professional outfit, but you really need your dollars to go a long way here. So my go-to spots that are always running a sale, and they offer professional pieces in a variety of sizes and styles: Banana Republic and Express. And you can shop any of these and just about always find a solid blazer and a pair of slacks that are going to become staples in your wardrobe for years to come. But be smart. Never pay full price, because all of these places are always offering sales constantly, like anywhere from 20 to 50% off sales. So make sure that you're paying attention and sign up for their email list so that you're the first one that gets notified when they do have these sales coming up. Also, have you heard of Unidays? As a student, you can sign up for this program called Unidays for free, and you just verify your student status with them, and then you're going to receive student discounts across a number of brands. Express actually happens to be one of the brands on there, and currently they're offering 15% off as a student once you're signed up through this program. So go check out Unidays. I'm not getting compensation in any way for talking about this. I'm not related to them in any way, but I just happened to stumble upon them when I was on some of these brands' websites doing research for you guys and clicking around to see if they had any student discounts. And Unidays looks like it's a great resource for you as a student, and definitely something that you could look into. And then in the stretch your dollar budget, can we just talk about Target for a second? Because they've been killing it lately when it comes to some of their clothing options. I mean, Target's always been great, but lately when I walk in there, I just really love what they have to offer. Fresh options and budget friendly. You can't go wrong. Unless, of course, you walk into Target for one outfit and you walk out with the outfit, plus some Sour Patch Kids, maybe a lamp for your apartment, laundry detergent, holiday socks from the dollar bin, and a new planner. But I wouldn't know anything about that. And then finally, an additional option for you in the stretch a dollar budget section that's only for women, but something that I love, and I want to make sure I talk about it here because you can really get a good bang for your buck with Rent the Runway. This is where you can rent beautiful designer clothing at a fraction of the price. And they're not just about dresses anymore. They have tons of options for you for professional outfits as well. And again, I noticed that Rent the Runway participates with the Unidays student discount program. So not only are you getting a fraction of the designer price, but you're also getting a student discount when you sign up with Rent the Runway through Unidays. So let's say you just have a professional event coming up and you want something fresh for it, but you don't want to necessarily go out shopping and trying to find something that's going to be for your long-term wardrobe. You can go on Rent the Runway and rent a blazer or a dress or an entire outfit for just a few days and then return it when you're done. So definitely look into Rent the Runway, ladies. I highly recommend it. And finally, the last category I'm going to talk about is the investment piece budget. As I mentioned at the beginning of this video, getting something classic that you can hang on to for years to come is a great way to go when shopping for professional clothing. I mean, personally, I think it's a great way to go when shopping for any clothing, but specifically when we're talking about outfits that you can wear to interviews and to professional events and things of that nature, work in general, it's a great thing to do to have something that you can hang on to forever. So if you do have a little money to spend and you can spend that on an investment piece that you can hang on to forever, then there's two brands I recommend checking out. The first one is for women. It's called LaFleur. And the second one is for men, and it's called Bonobos. You may have heard of them, but let's break it down. So let's talk about the women first, because I'm a female and I like shopping for women. So LaFleur pieces are beautiful. They are classic. They are practical. Many of their pieces do not require dry cleaning. You can actually wash them at home, which, if we're talking about professional workwear and wardrobe, if you don't have to take everything to the dry cleaner, that's amazing. That's a win in itself. I have a few pieces from LaFleur and they are built to last. Again, they're an investment, but I promise you're going to feel like $1,000,000 when you're wearing them. And they're gonna serve you well throughout your entire professional career. Now for the men, Bonobos. At the time I'm making this video, Bonobos offers a 20% discount through students who are signed up and verified through the Unidays platform. And again, they're at a higher price point. This is the investment category. But if you're using that student status to your discount and doing that before you graduate, then your money's gonna go a longer way. Take advantage of it now. But I like Bonobos because they offer guys classic and polished looks, but with a good fit. One of my biggest issues and pet peeves when it comes to professional clothing for guys is that A lot of times it just doesn't look like it fits right. It's either too baggy or too long. It's just awkward. So Bonobo solves for this. They really focus on fit and they do it well. But one thing to note, they have some fun prints. They have some really fun, creative prints on their shirts. But when it comes to your interview outfits and your work outfits, keep it professional and focus on their classic looking pieces. With all of these shopping suggestions that I've given you today, remember to look into any discounts that they offer. Again, at the time I'm making this video, the Unidays platform seems to be a great option for student discounts across a number of different brands, including many more that I haven't even mentioned in this video. But whether you're using the Unidays student discount program or you're signing up on their email list as a new customer promotion, or it's a holiday weekend deal like Black Friday, you can save a lot of money by paying attention and just being smart about how you shop. I hope that was helpful for you today. We talked about a lot. We broke down some best practices, really kind of what not to do when picking out your professional interview outfit and how you can shop your own closet first. And then we also talked about how to shop by budget. And I gave you some examples of where you could go if you had $0 to work with in your budget, if you had some money and you really needed to stretch your dollar budget, and then the investment piece budget. I hope you found it helpful. And if this video gave you some new insights today, please give it a like and share it with a friend or two. And hit that red subscribe button below so that you don't miss out on future videos. In support of your hustle, I'll see you next Monday.